Okay, so this is the end of the first week of the 30 days project, and it's been pretty tough. I guess you could say that my food choices are pretty limited since I couldn't eat that many processed foods or like junk foods. So, and since this week was really hot, like it was like really warm outside and everyone was eating popsicles, but I couldn't since they were processed. I decided to do some experimenting in the kitchen with a blender and a bunch of utensils and make my own popsicles. They worked, I guess. They're not that good, but they're cold and they taste like fruit. So I guess that was a success. Well, I guess I'm pretty much just summing up the entire week in this little video journal diary thing. So I guess pretty much I ate like rice and bread for most of the week, and I'm getting sick of it. But I've been discovering new recipes and ways to make food that like isn't processed, but I can still eat. Um, and I've been feeling hungry a lot since I can't snack, but I've gotten used to it, and I'm feeling a bit tired, more tired after I started this because I can't have like sodas or little snacks and like late at night to keep me up when I need to do work and stuff. So I guess that's a little hard, but I'm getting used to it and I'm sleeping more now since I don't have the energy to do things. But I've tried a lot of new foods, I guess. Like I tried things that I don't even know what they're called, like weird vegetables that they put in like curry Korean dishes, and I've been eating, yeah, so hard. I've been craving like fast food, which I never crave since I never eat it, and I think it's disgusting. And I've been craving chocolate and candy and popsicles and ice cream and chips and cookies, and yeah, it's been hard. I miss eating junk food. Yeah, guess that's pretty much it. I'm not sure what else to say because everything else is in my journal thing. But yeah, that's the end of week 1. So week 2 is finally done. So I'm pretty much halfway done with this project, almost halfway, pretty much halfway, like around halfway. And it's going pretty well actually. I'm getting used to the natural taste of foods instead of like oily, greasy, salty, sugary, like overpowering goodness. And I guess it's still hard because it's the beginning and I usually eat a lot of processed foods, but it's not as hard as I thought it would be. Like it's easier than the first week. I've been eating pretty much the same thing over and over again since this project started, and I really don't like that, and I don't think it's good for my health either. So I've been looking at some recipes online and in like my mom's cookbooks, and we're thinking of trying a couple next week in week 3. But it's but I guess my diet is limited now since I can't have many processed junk foods or like instant meals or microwave meals or fast food. And I never thought I would say this, but I want McDonald's. And after I watched Super Size Me, I really hated McDonald's and I hated fast food and I never really enjoyed it that much, but now I actually want some cuz I miss that greasy taste in my mouth. Cuz I've been pretty much having bland foods, I guess. My dad's pretty good at baking, so he said he was gonna like bake me stuff like chiffon cake or macarons or like meringue or whatever, but he hasn't done any of that yet. Um, and I'm just trying experimenting with the blender, and nothing's really going well because everything just turns into mush, and I should have expected that. But it's hard finding things to eat, but I'm getting used to it, so I guess that's good. And looking at my friends' chips and stuff during lunch, I could tell like how many calories and fats and sugars were in each like bag of chips or Doritos and stuff. And it sounds really bad for you. Like when I looked at it, I'm just like, whoa, I should not be eating these every day. And instead, I've been like eating fruit instead. I bought my first kiwi at the campus center this week, and it was good because I usually don't eat kiwi because my mom likes that and I don't like it. But I'm eating a lot of different fruits now instead of snacking on chips. Yeah, my boring food life is halfway done, and I am gonna try to figure out how to eat better instead of just eating the same thing over and over again, because it's hard and it's disgusting now, and I am sick of bread. Yeah, I guess that's it. The third week of this challenge is finally over. Well, around the third week, which means that I have one more week to go until I finish this challenge, and I'm actually pretty excited. For the past couple of weeks, more like the past 2 or 3 weeks, I thought that this challenge was really hard and that it was just gonna affect me a lot and make me like worse, if that makes sense. Yeah, but it didn't, and I actually learned to eat a lot more things, even if I didn't list some in these videos or on my blog thing. But I've tried a lot of new recipes. My dad tried to make meringue yesterday, and it didn't work out that well. They're all mushy, but they taste good. But I don't really want to eat them anymore. And we've tried new Korean food as well, like some that I used to not eat but my parents liked, or some that my parents don't like but I tried and I liked. And it's going pretty well at this project. It's not easy, like I've said in the past couple of videos, but it's not that hard anymore because I've gotten used to eating like this, and I'm starting to not really want that much fast food or instant food like cup noodles a lot more anymore, except when I walk into the pantry and there's a big box of Korean cup noodles staring at me and taunting me. So I don't go to the pantry anymore. And yeah, this week wasn't that big of a week, besides the fact that we tried to make meringue and I made a mess in the kitchen. And everything's going well, yeah. My lunch variety still isn't that much of a variety, but my mom's going to be packing my lunch now a little bit. Like, not every day, but for a while. Well, while I'm doing this project, so I can eat more in variety during lunch, because I'm getting sick of bread. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this week. Yay! I finished this project, finally. So the fourth week finally ended, and I am done with this project now, like officially done with this project. I guess overall this was a pretty challenging but fun project, and this week was probably the hardest because I went to field studies and city serve, which is another camp from my church that we went and did service projects, and that doesn't really matter, but so I wasn't home for pretty much the entire week, and I usually eat a lot, and if I can't eat something that they give me, I just go home and eat something else to fill up my stomach. But I couldn't do that at field studies or city serve. But field studies was easy because they didn't have like that many processed foods, but city serve didn't like had a lot more because they gave us sack lunches, and they had like a sandwich that I could eat, but they had canned fruit, like those little fruit cup things, and then they had chips and pudding and all that stuff that I couldn't eat. So it was disappointing because it wasn't my lunch bag sack thing, but I couldn't eat it. But I wasn't hungry though, because the sandwiches are pretty filling, but if I needed more to eat, I usually ate like half of another sandwich or something. So it wasn't that hard, but it felt like it was taunting me. And Field Days was easier because they didn't have processed foods that much, and they gave us enough food to eat, in my opinion, so I wasn't really that hungry. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, wait. Uh, this project made me realize that there isn't that much stuff that I can eat that isn't processed, so I should start like looking for healthier options, which I did during this project. So my palate, is that what you call it? I don't know. My eating range has become bigger because I can finally tolerate tacos now, and I am enjoying them because I think I've had like a lot of them this week. Yeah, that's it. Now that the 30-day project is finally over, I thought about some of the challenges I faced and the lessons I learned and all the stuff that I took away from the project. And I guess the main challenge was to actually stay faithful, stay like committed to the project, and not give in, which is really hard because the campus center taunted me, and so did a lot of like junk food stores at stores and all that stuff. And it was challenging when my friends were eating stuff that I couldn't eat, and I really wanted to eat it because it was like available for me to eat, but I just couldn't. And it also it was also challenging when like I want one of like my favorite foods actually had like those types of foods in it, so I couldn't eat that for a month, which was really sad and hard. I guess I learned that I should have eaten more in variety before and healthier, so that I can like be healthier, because I feel like I ate way too much junk food and processed junk food and all that stuff instead of like more healthy stuff, even if I ate it like just not all the time. So overall, this project made me realize a lot more things, and it also, I guess, helped me become stronger in a way. So like I wouldn't give in to anything, even if it was really tempting. And I think that's a good thing. So this project actually like ended up doing something good in a way. Yeah.